question. 3, 2, 1.
Hey
guys. Hello.
Hi.
Hello all.
This is episode 80.
Who would have thought?
You got count fast where you are.
Woo!
The most part-time podcasters you ever will meet.
We stick to our name.
As in 1 day a week.
1 day a year.
Guys, come on now.
Whatever.
I think we can reach 100 before the end of the year. Well,
By
that's a
the-
stretch.
Wait.
Wait.
Even
Is there even enough weeks?
I don't think there's
No.
enough weeks. I don't know how many
in
weeks.
like
Four.
week 30
There's
something.
4 months.
5 months we dropped every week.
And we don't even do every week.
2025 end of 2025.
I think by end
We've
of
done
Jan
like 6
2025.
episodes this year, by the way.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
It's not more
Not
than
me being
10.
the one that edits as
It's
well.
not more than
We ain't
10.
done that. Anyway, Sha.
Anyway.
Wait, so what
we
number
get
will we
there.
be on by the end of the year?
We
Like
hope for the best.
83 or
You know what?
something.
If we
I
have,
think we'll be at 80.
if we
Be
have a
hopeful.
target,
Yeah.
we should
It's-
have a target. Like if it's less
I think
than
90.
End of August.
we can
I think
do
90, yeah.
but
I
that
think we
means
can
we
get
need
to
to
90.
be more on job than we are. That's what it
10
means.
episodes.
I think, yeah, we
Wait,
can.
If we say 10, we can do 10.
We have
we-
5
But I'm
months.
saying, does
like
the
that.
week make sense? Like
8 is the max we can get.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We could get 9.
We
can get
That's
9.
the max.
But then, like we can just choose to
To
upload.
do you know what I mean?
It's more if you're thinking of every other week. Is that
Yeah.
what? Yeah, that's my point. We can just say we're uploading. We're doing one this week. We're doing
Oh.
one next week. It's
I
just
say
more-
we try and get to 90.
Okay.
You've heard it here first.
Everybody, yeah. You just remember, remember what she said.
From Courtney here first.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. You lot are the ones that are so busy. I'm here.
Anyways. Today we have a
Thank you. What are you looking at?
we have a dilemma. D for dilemma.
D for dilemma. Wow.
It's been a
I'm
while.
scared of this dilemma.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not even scary. It's just interesting. Like,
It's
I'd
very
really
interesting
love to
because,
hear.
yeah, I want to
And I
know
think
what
it
you
opens
guys
like a wider
would do.
conversation around other things. But yeah, carry on.
Ooh.
I have a friend
Okay.
who recently got married. Ooh, congrats. We're at that age. Yes, obviously she has moved to... Wait, what?
No. It's okay. Continue.
We're not at that age.
No, but she just laughed. I said, why did you laugh? She said, but I think was that her response.
Sweet.
So yeah,
Processing mentally.
Okay, she just got married recently. She's moved away from
where she used to live.
So obviously she now, I mean, they don't live where the guy used to live, but like they live closer to where he used to live, and obviously go to his church and everything. And her thing is that like she doesn't really enjoy his church. Obviously we're having a conversation about this, and I was like, in my head I was thinking like there's nothing you can do about this type of thing, because why wouldn't you want to go to the same church as your partner? Like, it's a shame you don't enjoy it. No, exactly.
Not just
Husband,
partner,
not just
husband.
partner,
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually married to this person now, like leader of the household, all those things there. And then it was like, she was considering, or she is considering, finding another church to go to within the area. And I was like,
By herself.
Yes, I said, have you told
Okay.
them this? Is like, nah, but like she's gonna open it up for discussion as to, maybe finding somewhere else. Because I think the community that she was coming from, like I don't know if demographic is the right word, is very different to the one at his church. So yeah, what what would you guys do in this situation? Because I feel like this is one of my biggest dilemmas of when I get married. Like, I low-key don't want to leave my church. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. So, is he coming there? Because I'm not going.
I said, is he coming?
Because I don't see myself leaving. But like,
Girl.
if it comes to that,
I don't see.
No, but I'm being so free because I serve as well. So it's not like I just attend church and then one day I just, I'm going to stop attending church now because I'm married and my husband goes to a different church, but like I actually serve at church.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I guess like, what would you guys do in that situation if you didn't like your husband's church?
I want to hear what Twin says.
Yeah.
You already heard my answer, but
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here.
yeah, that's why I want to
that's
hear
what
your
you
answer. I was going to say it again after. I just want to hear you.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm torn.
It's hard.
I'm actually torn because I think I'd start with like, you have to communicate it. Like, it has to be something that's spoken about and talked about. Like, you can't just make a decision based with no communication. Like, you're married, I'm so sorry, you actually have to talk. Like, you're in the same household. And I think that if it's something that, whatever the reasons may be, and you might get into that, we might go into some different reasons that could be, like how someone feels. And so I think even as an individual, you have to uncover why you have those preferences, and if they are preferences, if they can be overcome or even changed. And there's so many factors. If I'm honest, I'm thinking about it now. Like, there's so many factors. How long have you been going to see if you like it or not? And I think, how long have you been feeling this way? Have you brought it up to your partner? And if so, what is then your mutual decision moving forward? Because they're your husband, they're your partner. They're not just going to be like, well, we're just like, you're going to have to talk about it. Do you know what I mean?
So this is final. We're going
like, you have to talk about it. And I think before you then decide to go and search elsewhere, you just have to talk about it. Before that happens, because you're all essentially doing that. Well, I would assume you're doing that without them knowing, and you're just, or even if they do know, you've already made up your mind that I'm not going here, I'm going to find somewhere else. So I think it just has to be.
I mean, they'll have to know when it comes to Sunday. You're
yeah, but
going
like,
separate places.
but it's very different if it's like you've spoken about it and the person is now okay with you going to search for somewhere else. They might even come with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think until that conversation is had, you just don't know where it can go. So instead of basing everything off assumptions, I think you have to just have that conversation out, and have it in love. Like, it's probably a really sensitive topic. Like, the same way you love your church, that person could love their church for many different reasons that the other person hasn't seen. Yeah. So I think it's church, it's God's temple. Like this, it can be quite sensitive. So I think you just have to have the conversation first. That's what I would say. I would bring it up to my husband and I would say, babe, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that.
Not
yeah,
them, babe.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're silly. You're so
I think that's
silly.
where I would start. That's where I would start.
I've got another question, but I wanted
agree.
Tommy say her part.
I think I kind of said what you said. I was like, have you mentioned it? I think you said that like she hasn't yet mentioned it to him. And I was like, yeah, because I think, especially if it's something you feel so strongly about, I think that is something you need to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
Honey, I don't like your church.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable in your church. I don't feel like
church.
whatever it is, it's just like, this.
Yeah.
Okay, then what do we do next?
Yeah.
And it's like, I said before, it's like, okay, even if you want to go to another church, which, sorry, that's another conversation, but even if you want to go to another church, I don't see why, if your husband knows how maybe upset you might be, or how much like your heart really, really wants to be somewhere else or search for somewhere else, I don't see why there couldn't be like a compromise, like, oh, okay, you know what, this is the church, this is our church, head of the house, like, we can go here for two Sundays, and maybe the other 2 Sundays, like, he can follow you somewhere else, or you can go by yourself. Like, he might be okay with that, do you know what I mean? And he might want to stay in his church, but you just know that, okay, 2 Sundays in a month, we're going to be at this church. It's like, there's so many solutions that can like come from a conversation that you do need to have that conversation first. It's not going to be an easy conversation. I don't think there's a nice way to say, I don't want to go to your church. Yeah. There's just... There's no nice way. It's awkward, actually, quite. There's a conversation.
It's very awkward.
There's things in marriage that you think shouldn't be awkward because you've kind of, like, Nigerians say this thing, you've seen yourself finish. Like, you both have. What? I don't want to go into it, but you've seen themselves finish realistically in marriage. So it's like, there shouldn't be that awkwardness, but that is an awkward conversation, and that can happen kind of thing. But I think a conversation definitely needs to be had, but both people need to be open to what we can do next.
All right, so say now that conversation's had.
Wait, what would you do before you move on to the...
What would I do?
Yeah, you actually didn't say.
I don't know what I would do.
You didn't say because let's say it's you now.
I like my church.
Are you coming to what if he says no, baby?
What if he's not coming to my church?
Yeah, what if he says no, baby?
Why? Why are you not coming to my church?
To be fair, there needs to be more than I don't want to. There
needs to be more,
especially with something like that.
I don't know. That is just so tight. I don't know what I would do.
That one you have to start actually talking about.
I feel like
feelings.
I'm so glad she brought this up.
Yeah.
Because even though like I've always known that I love my church. God, like let the man move, please. Like if I'm actually
the one
in that situation, I have to be seeing your church from before I say I do.
I had other questions.
Like, do you get like I have to be going there before I say it. Like that is now a conversation. Which church are we going to? Because I don't
from
want,
when?
I think from from the point where you know you're going to
wait, so from
what did she say?
She said someone called her crazy, so I'm gonna get to her. When do you think?
No, from the point where you know you're gonna marry each other.
Okay.
So that can be before engagement.
Honey. From when?
from date one. She's not
From the jump, you want to be going to each other's church.
No, from the jump, I need to know about your church. Like I need to know what church you're at and stuff like that. I feel like it's so important.
I think that is important. And I think that does come up. Well,
should come up.
I'm
about to expose myself.
go for it. Open, honest, raw conversation.
It's a safe space.
No, it's not.
It is.
I don't feel safe.
Well, here we go again.
No, because
it's okay.
No,
just
what were you gonna
just what
say?
you said before.
No, it's on the same topic of like knowing the person said, "Oh, it should be a conversation." So I just want to speak to recently, and then
did she whisper that? No,
did she think that we weren't gonna hear?
No, I think that was the intention. She didn't.
I'm even proud of her that she whispered it.
Yeah,
she could have said it another way.
You heard it, right?
Yeah,
you
I
heard
heard
it.
it.
Well,
Well
cool.
done.
Thank you. Yeah, and then obviously, like the conversation of church came up. Then found out like the church that he goes to wouldn't say it here because to each their own, innit? From there, I knew in my heart this is a no for me because even if this had progressed, like I'm not going to that church. Like point blank period type of thing.
Is it for any reason in particular?
I think just
the spirit don't gel with the church.
you get.
Yeah.
My spirit said no.
Yeah.
So, and I think my spirit said no even more knowing that I have like family close to me who had been there and had left. Again, it's not just like any random family. Like this is family I trust type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just it really like what would I do in the situation? In all honesty, is praying and fasting in all honesty because I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah.
So wait,
I don't know what
this
I'll
is
do.
if you were in the girl's situation or if you were in
if
your
her
situation.
husband wants her to move.
If my husband wanted me to move,
Okay.
like I don't know what I'll do.
Okay. Yeah, prayer and fasting. Yeah.
Yeah, like I actually don't. I'll have to ask God, like, God,
yeah, no.
is this like
No,
is this something you
literally.
actually want me to do? Because I also very much feel like you have planted me here. So then it's like if you have planted me here,
I have a question.
why are you leave? Why are we moving? I like this place.
Do you guys think married people have to go to the same church?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally.
Why? Can you tell me why, please?
Do you want to go first or should I?
Yeah, you go.
I think just because of, again, this is not more so for you, but like for your future generations. I always see marriage as a thing of like, marriage isn't actually for the husband and wife and their situation there. Then yes, there are benefits that you reap and you enjoy from it. But it's also a foundation that you're building for the future generations that are coming after you. Your different churches may have different doctrines or things that are being preached. It might all still stem from the Bible for sure, but there's just different ways that people go about things. Like we have Pentecostal, we have Presbyterian, we have this, we have that. Like people just go about it differently. And again, the church that you're going to or that you settle on, if it aligns with both of what you both agree on, cool. But I just don't see how. I think it'd be very hard to go to different churches and then come back home, and conversations can still be had, but like how deep can you go with it if different things are being preached? Do you get, like, I don't see myself being with someone that's Pentecostal, in all honesty, because I wasn't raised that way. Like Pentecostals are very different to Presbyterians or charismatics and all of this. Yes, why are there so many different denominations in Christianity? Only God knows why. But and I think as well, in the situation of when kids come into it, where do the kids go? Like, yeah, until they're at an age where they can, you know, make their own choices or whatnot. Is it 1 week you're going with mum, another week you're going with dad? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there just needs to be unity in everything that is done. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's just unity. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining.
It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's hard to put thoughts into words. But well, for me anyway. But yeah, I think the when you were speaking, I agree, and I think what the picture I had was, as you're becoming one, that should be in everything, and so that should be with church too. Yeah. And I think just so there's alignment, there's a, you know, you can build there. I think that was that's something else that I thought, like, you can both emerge into the community, you know, have the same spiritual leaders, the same advice, you know, you're both hearing the same thing. I think that can also just help. Yeah, I think that can help. Like, I think you can just be comfortable there together. I don't think I'm against like going to different churches, but I think
ideally,
yeah, I think for me personally, and I think what I've seen as well, is that, yeah, future generations as well, but for the couple, just being able to build together in that place, the same way you merge your finances, the same, or some people merge their finances, the same. Do you get like this? But just the same way you come together, I feel like being able to settle on a place of worship together, be able to experience worship and the word together. I think that would be good.
Thanks for explaining. How about me? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm like hard set. We need to go to the same church. I think it would be lovely, like, honestly. And I think your reasonings that, like, you know, that oneness and that, you know, just building in that place together, I think that's lovely. And I would also even say, like, the children, like, yeah, true, where are they going to go? Because we always think, like, okay, you know, when you're, you know, Christian married Muslim, it's like, okay, are they going to go to church or to mosque? But like, genuinely,
even in
two different churches, where are they going to go? So I think those are very, very good points. But I don't know, I've seen it growing up that, like, you know, maybe the auntie will be here, her husband's in like another church, or vice versa, and it's just like I've seen it, and like I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it per se, because I also think that oneness, if you're both going to churches that preach the Bible, there's always going to be oneness. Like, yes, the sermons aren't going to align, you know, but you can come home and say, oh babe, what did you talk about in church, or what did you talk about in church today? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there's still a space for that, like, absolutely. However, I do agree that there is importance in, like, having, you know, certain things become one. I think I'm more on the vibe of like, when we get married, let's go to a new church. Like, especially if we can't agree on one.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not your church or my church, especially if like we're both understanding and let's find like, I think it's nice, like, let's find somewhere together.
That's
you know?
interesting.
And
I never considered that.
Explore somewhere new.
Of course you did
No, let's not put it that way. It's not my way or the highway.
When you said I just to come to your church, it's not your way.
I mean, ideally, I would like him to come to my church, but yeah, I just never consider, because again, I don't consider
leaving,
going to a new church in general.
But I think,
so I never saw that as an option.
Yeah, I think exploring somewhere new together.
That's cute,
and I think
that's
also
cute.
even in back to
you say no. Why?
Some of these churches be wild.
No,
I'm not
I
trying to
agree
go
for
through a
sure.
list.
But there are so many that aren't. Like, I think we're forgetting, like,
My church. Hi guys, are you not listening?
Thank you, Courtney.
No, thank you, Courtney.
I know, it's okay.
Yeah, no, there are so many that aren't. I
Yeah.
think, especially if you're like struggling, you know, your church, my church, and I think even the wording of it, like, I don't know. I want our church, you know.
We have
I don't
to
want
rock,
your
paper,
church,
scissors
my church.
for
I
it.
want
I can't
our
lie.
church, and I feel like yes, it can be that I feel so at home in your, like, my sister. I can put my sister and her husband. Like, she goes to his church. She loves it. You know what I mean? Like, that's their church now.
Yeah.
And like, it can happen that he goes to your church, like, you want, and that's
loves
your
it
church, and you
too.
love.
Yeah.
But like, I think there's also a space to, like, you know,
Try
what, if we're
something
both
new.
not like, let's say 100 on going to both or leaving wherever we are. It's like, if you go to that new one, you've both left something and you're both building towards something else. So it's like there's still that compromise there.
Tough.
And also, it's like, where is God calling you to?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I say. I have
he
to
has
pray
the final
first.
literally, like we were saying with the
God
other
says
dilemma,
leave.
is what he says. And I think sometimes that he can want you guys to move for whatever purpose that is, but you know that, again, there is something there that that will happen. And again, if it is moving to one or to the other, it's if you know that's what he wants and you've been able to receive that, I feel like you can actually just rest assured that I'm meant to be here. Like, I can build. Do you know what I mean? So I think, I think it's also just like, God, where do you want us? Because it's not just me, it's not just you. Where do you want us? And then he'll be able to direct that.
That's actually a marriage. Is actually us. You
It's
know?
it's us in all things. I think why it will be so hard for me is because this is actually my childhood church. So I've been at this church for like, I think going on 20 years now.
Wow.
So like,
New beginnings.
it's
beginning.
scary.
Marriage is a new beginning.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't mind
That's even
that
the best
part of
time to
it.
make
but
that.
like,
That's even the best time
Like,
to
I
make
hear you,
that.
and I think there's
Yeah.
sentiment. And again, like, I feel like
I'll cry and
Someone
be kicking when they're dragging me
someone
out.
who's understanding by the grace of God can be like,
Yeah.
babe, if you still want to go to your church, maybe once a month. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you,
That would be nice.
and that's my,
She's okay with it now.
like, I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes, especially like unmarried people speaking about married things.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
unmarried.
We start to see black and white. It doesn't like
When you get
everyone.
to it.
You're human, and you're just you're in a relationship. Like, do you know what I mean? First and foremost, yes, this is a marriage now, but like, there was a level of understanding before, and like love and patience and like. That shouldn't stop.
It's not
just
just
because,
gonna go out the window
because you're married. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna see how much you love your church, you know, and you know he will act. Yeah, God will help. God will help you.
God help in this situation.
he'll actually help.
Yeah.
Because again, like, it's a sacrifice, and it's not one that is light either.
not a light one.
And again, he knows you. He knows that this has been your childhood church.
Yeah.
And so wherever you end up going, whether you stay at yours, whether you go to a different one, it will be well. And you'll be, even if you wrestle with it, eventually you will know that, okay, God, this is actually what you want me to do. And it will be, maybe not okay, but it will be like, okay, I'm ready for this new chapter or whatever it is. So, and I think that's, you know, the nature of God. Like, you know that he's not going to make you go to some crazy church. That,
Of course
you know
not.
what I mean?
Come on,
Like,
guys, I'm just being dramatic.
so I think, there's rest in that, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is a lot. And I think as long as you tackle those conversations from early, you won't be surprised. I think that's my thing. Like, it's not something you wait.
Yeah.
And then
Like, shock.
Wow.
Sometimes I hear things that, like, in marriage, you came to find out, or and like in my head it's like, didn't you guys like speak about this? Like, what were you speaking about then? Like, quite, especially like you said, if this is someone you potentially see marriage with, by the grace of God, like, I think all bases need to be covered.
All bases.
Don't leave any base like uncovered. So like, there's just things that you will speak about, and I think as Christians, if you're both Christian on your walks, that should come up. Like, and
I think
what are we gonna
the
do?
earlier the better. Like, again, if
the first date,
if you start,
no, just let me know what church you go to. Innit? Like, what church do you go to?
Even if you have that conversation from the jump, and even let's say, for example, like, so many things can happen. Like, even the church that someone goes to and you meet them, it might not be the one they go to a month later. Like, God can even call them out that church and into a new place. Like, there's so much can happen, So I feel like it's not the be all and end all, but I think being able to, what's the word? Yeah, I've forgotten what I'm saying now. It always happens.
You've done so well.
You've done so, like, honestly, I'm so proud of you.
So proud.
A whole hour and a bit.
Do you know what I mean? So proud.
But yeah, that's really
doing it from early. Yeah.
No,
doing
definitely
it from early, because then if it's something that you're really struggling to wrestle with God on, or you're struggling to find clarity on, you have time.
Yeah.
And I feel like over that time, you can wrestle, but then you can actually come to peace with it. Like, so by the time you actually get there, it's smooth. Like, it's an easy transition. Like, there's no worry, there's no anything that you're concerned about, because that's ideally what you want. You don't want it to be like, oh, this is so overwhelming, or I haven't met anybody, or whatever it may be. So I think the earlier the better.
Why are you smiling?
Like, you're about to ask.
I am about to ask.
I tap out.
What other things? Courtney is leaving her church. What other things?
Wait, what?
No, I'm about to say that. What other things do you guys think you'd struggle with in time, if that time came, or when that time came?
Yeah.
And I say because you might say it now. I say if because you might say it now, but then like you put it to God in prayer, and by the time that it comes, it's not the case. But what do you think? So that's what I said. Courtney's one is, not struggling to leave her church. What else do you think you would struggle to let go of, or just come to terms with? Okay, it's not me anymore, it's us. Like what do you think? Because I think that's so interesting. The whole concept of marriage is still so mind blowing to me. Like, I'm just like, wow.
No,
this is just me and you forever. Forever, just me and you. And like, it's such a beautiful concept. However, there are things that we definitely will, find harder than others to let go.
Yeah.
So that's just more what I was asking you. I'm trying to think myself. What is it?
Is there anything other than...
No, I think it's literally just church
that,
for
seriously?
me. Yeah, that is literally the only thing that I would be like, I can't.
So you're already everything else
down
just
faint.
Yeah, it's literally just church.
Yeah. I love that. She's such a wife, isn't she? Wifey.
We all are.
Yes,
Amen.
I am a wife.
You are a wife.
Did I say that one?
You are really saying it with chest.
I'm a wife.
You better say it. Yeah.
By the grace of God.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I'd struggle that much with church.
What is something else I've heard?
I'm trying to think of what is something that has to come from one to us.
One to the other.
I think just living.
Maybe moving cities.
Yeah,
would you ever move?
I would move. I would be excited to do that though.
Yeah,
I think
we all don't mind moving.
Honestly,
I would be excited to move.
What if it's? I don't know. I think even that moving countries. I think
let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's actually.
I think we're all very much signing up for it.
I feel like, especially like, you're not just moving by yourself. Like, you're moving with your husband. Do you know what I mean? Like, even that
it's
is
an adventure.
better than you're just yourself. Well,
see, that's an adventure.
Cute.
In church.
You and me church. You and me abroad. What?
You and this.
She'll see me. She'll join online to her church and then go to a different one in the country. You're not real.
I'm trying to think. What other things happen in marriage? So many things.
Finances. Would that be okay?
Let's talk about finances, because someone mentioned having a joint, maybe joining
so some
your
people,
finances. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like with so many things like joining our finances.
No, but what did you say?
What did he say?
I didn't understand the response.
I don't think I really said anything. I don't think it was English.
This
Okay,
noise
that's
came out.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What I was saying is right now nothing comes to mind in which would be so like
So difficult that you
so
can't
kind
do
of so I think with finances as well, right now I'm again, because I'm not in that like
no.
I think is if I'm in that situation maybe I will feel
But you're saying
completely
you're not
different
in that, but like
but you know
you're not. Yes, you might not be getting married tomorrow.
but
However,
it's something to think about
there's-
but when I think about it
Yeah.
it's genuinely
You're okay with it.
I'm okay with having a discussion about it.
Tommy said, let's talk about
finance.
No, that's her answer to you, Tommy. The answer to you is that let's talk about it. Yeah.
Joint finances, would you or would you not
But
right
again-
now as you are? Yes, you're not in there. We're not.
Toy's answer is no. Toy's answer is
Yes,
no.
you're ring on
Her
any
answer is
But
no.
there's so many layers to it.
Okay, what's the first layer? Let's
Because
start.
like, I mean,
because
let's
some
start
people,
peeling.
well, I don't know everything, but some people have like one joint account and then
Yeah.
separate accounts.
Yeah.
Some people just have one joint account.
Yeah.
Some people have their separate
Okay,
accounts.
if it's one joint account,
Yeah,
Toy,
thank
what
you.
are you saying? She's saying no.
really,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, if it works, but for me, I don't know if it would work.
So your answer is no, babe.
No, I would be okay. I think I would.
I don't think you will be. You're trying to convince yourself that you'll be fine with it.
No, it would just. I think even other than having two separate accounts, I think even having a joint account and having two separate accounts, I think that would be an adjustment as well.
Toy, you're missing
No,
the
I
question.
agree.
Am
I
I?
agree. No, I guess.
Are you doing it or are you not?
Would
It's
you
hard
do?
to.
Yeah,
Okay,
think
if I had to say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do a joint?
I would do one main account and then have
Two,
separate
yeah.
accounts as well.
I agree.
Girls that ask you a
That
question.
girl's answering the way that she wants to
I would do that as
answer.
well.
That's if I had
One
to
main
say
and then
something.
two
Yeah.
separate.
Just
One,
put a
like,
gun against my
joint.
head and making me answer.
But I do like, yeah. There is a thing where people, yours is mine. Like,
Yeah,
so
because I think
at
the
that
only
point in marriage,
the only thing I've heard people say in terms of that is like bills and certain things come out of the joint account and stuff. And then if you want to buy something for a birthday and just have your own money to do certain things, then you still have
the money.
that.
But the argument is, your own money, my own money is
Not
our
a
money.
thing.
Do you
It's
get it?
our
And that's
money.
why people have
Yeah.
that, maybe just that one
That one
account,
joint
because
account.
this is our money.
Yeah, no, I hear it as well.
That one I'm struggling to.
You're struggling to come to terms with
I
it.
hear it.
I hear it in theory. I think is what.
It would
I
be
think
practical.
Yeah.
But why? Like, what is the practical side of it that will stop you from doing it? Like, just to know that you have your money like aside and separate, and you can have. Because I guess with access, you will still have access to the joint account. It's not like we're putting our money in this joint account and only he can be in charge of this and how we spend it and stuff like that. Like, you still have
and if you're
access
not a
to
reckless
it.
spender, like again, like I said,
So you're not doing it, man.
I don't know why,
it?
why it's only in theory for me. Like, I would love to like get there.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
but like I don't know. Right now I'm just thinking
trial and
like,
error. Like,
Yeah,
can we
like,
see
I
how
don't
it
know.
works and just
So how
because
you
again,
know.
I don't know how the other person would feel. I don't know. There's just so many factors in my head that like
I feel like if I'm
saying
buying
one answer is so hard.
if I'm buying the other person something, like, I'd want it to be
It's a
I bought him.
surprise.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like you need to know, but like if it was in a joint account, everybody knows what's going on in there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and also I don't know. There's just things that like you want to buy, and you don't. Again, because there's rules. Like you know what I mean. I don't think it's by every purchase you have to run it by the other person. But I don't know. There's just like I think there's more. That you'd feel like there were more stipulations with the joint account than if you had your account, you have your account, then
So-
we have a joint one. We know what comes in and out of the joint one. Then like, I don't know.
But don't you think, regardless of joint or not,
So yours
like,
is
it's
yours
both
is the
my- that's what I'm
joint
trying to
account.
say.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to
our
get-
money.
no, but like,
So what's
Re-
yours answer?
regardless, why answer? I wouldn't mind a joint account. I'm not really too fast.
Yeah.
So
What? So why couldn't I say that?
because the answer was, would you want one joint account? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
yeah,
You said
yeah.
no. I'll have a joint and then I'll have a separate.
No,
and
I
then
wouldn't
a
mind
separate.
a joint as well. That's what I said.
No,
She's
only.
saying only.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind that as well. I said if I have my preference, maybe. But again, I don't know what I'm basing this off of. So
Well, there's nothing
You're
to
basing
base
this off of,
off.
baby.
You're gonna get married. You're gonna get married one day.
it's what I've heard.
No, but what is soon? Let me, if you can't remember for call, let me start reminding you. Start reminding you. Start thinking tonight.
I'm thinking now.
So he said,
Soon. She said, what my business?
Anyway, what were you saying?
I'm telling you.
Is she joking?
She said, what's all this conversation about? Let's wrap it up.
Oh, no, I'm telling you.
I just don't mind.
You're so funny.
Oh my god.
So the day comes and Toy calls us like, nah, guys. He said, we're joining our money.
I didn't know.
Tell me I said I don't mind.
I didn't know. I know I said I didn't mind, but I don't know, guys.
And I think it goes down to
Nothing is permanent.
You don't really think
Nothing is
what's yours is
permanent.
mine.
Yeah.
Is mine is yours. I don't think people really
I wasn't even gonna say
see
Yeah, what were you
it
gonna
as
say?
that.
Sorry.
regardless of like your, I guess with the individual, there's a certain freedom that you have with it.
Yes.
But like, would you,
Not feel free.
maybe controversial, but like, would you still run things by your partner? Like, even if you had your own individual account, like, oh, babe, I bought this today, or I'm thinking of doing this.
Probably,
I think
Yeah.
so. Unless
Would
it's
you?
a surprise.
Yeah, I think it's literally
Unless it's
just
a surprise. I think so.
So the only thing is really and truly to be able to surprise them is why you'd want your own account.
Yeah, but I mean, it must be more
Because
than
if-
that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
So nah, it's deeper than that.
But then if you think about it, even if I think about like me and my mom, like, well, like she'll say, "Oh, I bought lunch today." Do you get what I mean? Like even the small things which you
It
think is
comes
just a
up.
tap.
Yeah.
Like if you're going out and you're going to the cinema, or if you're going out to a concert and you want to get food and drink, like you're aware. Do you get what I mean? I feel like that communication is there. So like these conversations wouldn't not be had.
Yeah.
You would say what you're doing, or you would maybe you wouldn't give so much insight, but eventually I'm sure it would get there. And again, I think it is, even if we look at the joint accounts or not, it's about what we said on the last pod, money management. Is your money management good? Because I think that's where people can get like, do I trust you with being able to have a joint? Do you know what I mean? I feel like conversations can come from, not will I trust you because you're married, so you have to trust them at that
It's
point.
too late.
But as in like, is that
Don't
something?
mean that.
No, what did she do?
I just looked up. You know, it's too late. It's never too late. What do you mean?
No, like she said, you're married by then. Like it's too late to not trust. Like,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
get? You're in this now.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to learn to trust one
But
way
like,
or the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
just
For sure.
even if it's something like you might be working on to get better at, it's something that people might change their decisions based on
Do you
stuff
think
like that.
that's a discussion you would have before marriage?
What?
money
So obviously
management.
we're saying, oh, there's certain things that we need to be discussing prior to we now say I do, and
Yeah.
there's no going back. Do you feel like money management is one of them?
I think it's even evident, if I'm honest.
Absolutely.
I think it's even evident.
I think like
There's no way that I don't think you can be again. I don't know what
People
people do
do.
in relationships these days, but I don't think you should be in a relationship that you're not talking about money.
Yeah.
How like even how the other person's spending their money, because like yes, right now we're just in a relationship, we're not
Yeah.
married. However, if he doesn't have very good money management skills, this is going to be the person leading my home.
Yeah. This isn't cute.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
like, honestly, I think those conversations need to be had, and it's not like, you know, at first it can just be like ha ha ha, baby, you should have
Still
bought that.
spend so much.
Maybe you should maybe try and save £100 a day. I'll cheer you on, but like later down the
literally.
line, it
Yeah.
really must become important. Like, okay, you know, how's it going? Any goals? Like, how can we get you to where you need to go?
And again, it's when you're in that relationship stage, you can decide that that's not what you want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be, obviously you can persevere and you can work on it and stuff, but it doesn't have to be, oh my gosh, I have to stay.
What?
Do you know what I mean? You're not locked in.
Locked in forever.
So I think it should definitely, it should be conversations, but it should be evident in how you live. Like what we were saying, like giving and having that generous heart, or even just being like, I really need to be disciplined with XYZ. So yeah, I think it should be. Well, should.
Marriage, man.
Boy, but back to
The dilemma.
the original dilemma.
I
I was gonna ask. Did I ask? I don't know. He's talking so much. But
breathe.
it's too much. Okay, say you've now had this conversation, yeah, about hey, I'm not really feeling your thing. Maybe we try something else, and they say no. Why are you laughing at me?
What do you mean?
They say no, like
Just
again,
capitals.
like if it's some no capitals, like this is like no, like I really want us to go to this church. What are you doing next?
Back on my knees. No, like, because the same way that you're so sure, me too, I have to be that sure.
Yeah, no. Like maybe I didn't see something, right?
Or did I miss something?
Did I miss something?
Did I miss something when I prayed and fasted before? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's she's not just.
What would I do? What would I do? The first answer is I might sulk.
No, let's
Might be
just
sad.
Just knowing me, yeah, just knowing who I am as of right now, as of August the 8th, 2024. That can change.
The 8th?
Is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th?
It's the
It's
7th.
the 8th.
The 7th.
It's the 9th.
It's a 7th. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm in the future apparently.
Amen.
But you say amen. But yeah, I think after sulking, I would like pray about it because like again, if I really feel, and it doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but if I just really feel like not settled here, I don't think that's a nice feeling to like have. And then like my husband saying, "Oh yeah, we have to go," and I have to be the obedient wife.
Do you know what I mean? That's the thing as well.
So it's like I'll just keep putting it in prayer and like hoping that I don't act out.
In the law.
Wait.
I'm being as of 7th
Right.
of August.
Do you know what I mean? That's who I am right now. God is still working on us.
The way she said it.
I
so
genuinely,
funny.
because I can see myself like, one, I'm tired, I'm not coming to
coming to church.
Yeah.
talk to
That's the thing, you don't even enjoy Sundays anymore.
Do you know what I mean?
There's none of that, oh, can't wait for us to go to church. Like,
I'm not feeling it.
not feeling your
No
church.
outfit of the day.
No outfit of the day. Nothing.
Like, what do you want me to do? So that's what I'm saying. I feel like to pray, and if it's like you genuinely feel like so strongly that God is telling you this is not where you guys are meant to be. Maybe your husband is the one that's not seen it because he's grown up that he loves it. It's more to pray that God, okay, maybe you show him like I've done my bit. Do you know what I mean? Like God, show him and reveal to him like where we should go. Like lead him there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd do. What would you do if he said no? See, as of 7th of August. As of 7th of August 2024, what would you do? English words.
If you can.
It's not many words.
What would you do? Say it.
What would I do?
Yeah.
No, actually, what would you actually do?
What would I
I'm actually
actually
interested.
do,
What would
like-
you actually do?
How close are we to my church? Like, in all honesty, I'm gonna try and make
See you
both churches
later.
every Sunday.
Oh, that's
I promise you,
nice.
I will actually try to make both because mine there's 2 services. So if his 2, there's 2 services. Maybe I do morning service here and then
And
go
do
do
afternoon
second
service in the
service.
other one.
So at least I know I'm getting church.
Yeah.
But again, it depends how close. If I've now moved out of my area, like, do you get like I don't know. I would have to go because Sunday I can't chill at home. Like again, regardless of.
I'm actually just deep in it. Like,
Yeah,
wow, what
regardless
you actually
of him and our marriage and stuff, I still have my own very personal relationship with God. I would still have to go to church on a Sunday. I can't just chill at home, so I would have to firm it. Unfortunately, again, I will sulk every Sunday. I will sulk.
Yeah, no, I would.
but I will go to
man.
church.
What do you mean no?
What do you exactly?
Is it no? Like hasn't? And that's the thing. I know some men will be like the no should just be no, but like the no
The no
come
has to
with
have a
something.
reason. It
Like,
has
is
to.
that? Did you tell me why it's a no?
It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't think I should just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh.
Again, listen, there's not much more we can say about that one. We're not
We're all
married.
flabbergasted.
What about you, Toyin?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you. Do you get like? I think
Toyin said, "I'm a girl, my That's what she's gonna go.
There's not even a conversation had. Toyin's gonna go.
No, like I said,
Nah,
first
man.
I'll get
Sorry.
on my knees. I'll drag him onto his knees as well. We need to. I
Toyin,
need
he's
to
trying to pray with you. He said no. Anyone that said no, they're not trying to pray with you
They
about
have
something.
to. Sorry, I'm actually like, I'm. What was the word that you said? How you like? You're not feeling it. Like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
actually,
feeling
it's
down.
actually a lot. Like
Downcast.
and
No. Quite literally, like
Yeah.
feeling
that's
downcast.
actually a lot.
And
so,
I'm going every Sunday. Like I don't know. You should.
just
You should
weird.
see. And I feel
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's not as black and white as we're making it, because like your husband is going to know.
Yeah.
He knows you. Like
Yeah.
he's the one person that probably knows you.
We can hope.
a lot.
Yeah. No, we have to hope.
No, truly.
Truly.
And I'm
truly.
yeah, but he
you know?
should be, and I pray that he is for
Yeah.
the people listening in the back.
Amen.
Pray that your wife is. Men listen to us apparently, and I was being
Oh.
told, yeah.
Oh no, they do. They do.
So I hope that your
I
wife
see
knows
the
you most as
the
well.
Spotify like
I've
analytics
never
and
once
stuff.
looked at
Sorry.
the analytics.
Yeah.
But you're the
it's
one
so
that has the-
interesting.
But
Good.
but like I think your husband, wife should know you the best. So like they don't have like
Yeah.
they're gonna see that you're not happy. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
feel like hopefully there's compassion. in their
No,
heart.
emphasis on compassion.
And that's why I'm saying, like, not that he wants to leave his church or whatever, but like it can be like, yeah, okay, well, let's go somewhere else for one Sunday or two Sundays, or like, yeah, like you said, okay, maybe you spend first service here, second service here, like if you want to
Yeah,
add
that'd
that to
be
your plate, add that
tiring.
to your plate. You know, and that's what I'm saying. But it's just more you hope
Yeah.
that your partner sees how much it's affecting you.
Yeah,
If it
and
is
I think that's
affecting you.
even good. Like, I think going to, I would still go, but I would still be praying and expecting God to say something.
Please.
I love that I love that.
Yeah.
You guys
I
are
would still
wild, man. I
go.
love that. Why?
But yeah,
Yes.
I think it
Yes, I didn't say I'm
again.
not. I just said you guys are.
We just said we are.
I
Yeah.
said we are wives.
We are.
What were you saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Great dilemma, to be fair.
Very tricky one.
Yeah,
Guys,
I actually would love to know what you guys think there.
be knowing where the person's going church first.
Yeah. Church and just those important things. Like, really do be speaking to the people you're in relationships with. Because it's really it's important to know.
So sorry, was there anything other than finances?
I think I said like actually living with the person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know, because you have to be like, I don't know, I always see it as two people who have grown up differently, who this happens in your house, this happens in my house. Again, it's back to yours, mine. We have to make our ours.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a lot. There's a lot. And I'm particular about certain things and household things as well. And I feel like if you're not particular about it,
You win.
we're gonna clash about that. So I feel like I think that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Is what I say. Obviously, Courtney's thing is church. I don't know who said money. I think we just all said money.
We spoke
said
about money. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think Toyin's is the money though.
what other things would you say like you'd hold on to, or like you'd struggle to let go of in marriage? It's a good thing to think about.
It really
Because
is.
like, again, you know, for people who hope to be married one day, like when that time can come so quickly. Like,
so quickly.
so it's more to know now, so that, okay, you have those conversations, like we keep saying, communication, have those conversations, and then like when the time does come, you're not doing dilemma, you know? And I think that's, and different things can come up that you probably didn't account for, you know, like that's life. But like I'm just saying, like the ones that you've identified now that might be hard to let go of, maybe you start thinking about action plan. If you if you know that you want to get married.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to.
Yeah, I think the big ones are moving, like living, like you said, living, like but location as well. Like,
would you move to their place? Like if they say they had a house in like the sticks somewhere,
Yeah, I'd move.
Yeah,
and they're like, okay, we're moving into mine.
Yeah, I would.
You would easily do that.
I would. I know, but do you know what? In saying that, I have always said I want to live alone before marriage. That's something that I'm holding on to, and I'm really struggling to let go of.
Yeah. I hear it then.
So what if you don't get to experience that?
That's what I'm saying. That we asked for a list, and that's
That's on yours. That's on yours.
You just want, literally, I really want to live alone before marriage.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind following you wherever you want me to go after we're married. However, I really do want that time alone before.
Wording it like that, my brain now works. Yeah, I want to travel like
Before you get married.
like it's not obviously I want to travel when I'm married, but I want to like at least do a little bit of backpacking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, some cute stuff.
But like,
Bonnie doesn't know what you mean.
But we've spoken about this.
Bonnie doesn't believe in backpacking. Is why she made
Oh,
that
not
face.
literally hostel living.
Okay, cool.
But like, let's say I go
That's
for
so-
3 months. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Tony, I agree with you, and I think
that's
I would
the
love
thing.
to do that before, like,
or work
married.
abroad, or like I don't know, something that when you're married, that's not
It
going
would
to
be a
be an easy
conversation, like,
thing that you can just do.
it would be more of a
You don't
conversation.
think?
No, I don't think so. I think if I
No. What?
are you joking? Are you? No, I was a
Can't
prank.
even leave her.
Because are you saying that you as a? I wouldn't even say single. I wouldn't even say single.
Do you have
Let's
to spell
say
it out for her?
no, you're in a relationship here, a
I'm
serious.
being shouted at the.
Are you listening?
You
I am
are.
listening.
You're in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Put the time that you want on it. Give me a time.
For
that,
what?
That you've been in the relationship.
For until what?
Hypothetical. I'm not trying to catch you out. Hypothetical situation.
Whoa, you're on edge.
Until what?
A bit shaky.
Calm down.
Why do you always get scared? Don't get
She's been
scared.
so honest today.
No, too honest apparently because
She's like, I'm done.
okay, so time. Give me a time. It should be a quick answer.
That's why I'm confused.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
Just
gonna give
say
3 years. Yeah. So you've been. She said, oh, we're not married. You know what? Okay, I'll put it down.
6 months.
1.5. Okay, 6 months. 6 months.
6 months.
Okay, you've been in a serious relationship for 6 months. You guys know this is end game. You're getting married. Are you gonna say again? And we're not married. She said 3 years. Honey, sorry.
Sorry.
6 months you've been in a relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious. You're gonna get married. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And an opportunity comes up abroad. Like Courtney, we want you to be the head chef.
Yeah.
In New York.
Per.
You know what I mean? For 6 months, you're in a relationship. That absolutely looks different to we're married. I want you to be a head chef for 6 months in New York when your husband, your family, your life partner lives in London. It's a different thing, Courtney. Are you gonna say it's not?
Is it? No. Is it a different thing?
Well, of course it's a different thing, but again, I feel like I've seen this as an example in my archbishops. Yes, they're both archbishop, but one is head of like the teaching in the church, whether the other is missionary, and she's always traveling.
Yeah.
So do you get? But they know that and have that understanding with God because that's
what
that's their purpose.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
of course it's different in a relationship to when you're married. But if it's something God has called you to, he will give you guys the grace to see that situation through.
I agree.
And that's my only thing. So it's like, I wouldn't, if he had to go and do that, I wouldn't, and God said, Courtney, this is what I'm calling to, don't you dare stop him. I'm not going to stop
I'm
you
not
type
even
of
saying
thing.
he's gonna stop you. I'm just saying it's more of a consideration to have. I can do that and not feel a type of way about it when I'm just in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Because like this is an opportunity. Like nothing's really tying me down here. And again, even if like it's like he can even be like, go for it, babe. In both ways, like you can be married and he can be like, go for it, babe. However, it's still more of a consideration when I'm married. Like you even if he says go for it, you even might be like, should I, because of do you know but like I feel like there's definitely more of a consideration when you're married than if you were just in a relationship.
For sure. I think the conversation it will be maybe 10 minutes longer, but like
okay, let's wrap this up then. No. Let's actually call it.
I'm joking. The conversation will.
Why did you say that?
No, I'm joking. The conversation will obviously be longer, but again, like
I'm not even coming at the start like he says no, because again
he can't even say no.
That's a different conversation.
He can't though. If it's God ordained, you can't say no now. Like, God, you can't go.
If he
like,
see
what?
the vision, he can very much still say no.
Yeah, but I have to tell God, show him the vision now, because he's not seeing.
So like, it's just different conversations, but like it's hard. I would agree with you, Twin. I want to travel a lot more before even having kids and things like that. Like I think there is a space to travel with kids and travel with your husband, but I think just where I am now, like I would love to do more.
I want.
Exactly, that's my point. No, but we're saying
the way God will surprise us.
to let go.
I've been locked down in the UK for years.
that's what it is.
God, why?
God, why? Anything else?
Boy,
you said traveling. I said
living by yourself.
Sorry, yes. Moving. No, I'm just like listing off the big things. Yeah, moving and church, finances. I think they're the three big.
I don't think there's much in general.
Church for you, right?
Yeah, that's the only one. But like, I'm even saying like across like a general conversation. I don't think there's much that people will be concerned about giving up, unless it's like. I think it's probably also an age thing. Yeah. Depending on what age you get married and stuff, like how far have you been like accomplished in life, I guess. So say there's two people that are they're both very accomplished, have their own businesses, you know, very settled in their communities, have their own houses, have like everything they have is their own. How then do they let go of those things and become one type of thing? I feel like that situation will probably be a lot more difficult if you've done that or reached certain things by a certain age. Then say, for example, like we haven't done things, but like us, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you know, there's no mortgage. There's no mortgage to pay. There's no like established business with, you know, 5 locations here. Like, do you get, there's just different, there's different things. Like, I don't see how 2 millionaires will like come together. Like, how does that work for them?
It works.
No, but like, how would they let go if one's
they
like
don't, because they have prenups.
If one if one's like, okay, I'm living here, I have my own apartment, I like my apartment, I like my living space, and the other person's like that as well. They have their own finances, they're millionaires. They have their own business, they have their own everything. How then do you
come together?
And especially from the point of view of a woman as well, and being submissive, how then do you submit, understand the role that you now have to
love them. That's the only answer to that. No, honestly, you have to love them. Like,
you think love is enough?
No, for certain things, yes. Like, I don't think so that's another comment, so let's not start that. Because I don't know if my answer is godly.
What was it?
Do you think
as of 7th of August?
Let's not go on that tangent.
Okay.
However, I do think for some things, love is enough. For sure. I think in that millionaire scenario, they would have to really, again, love each other enough and want to serve each other. And understand that, you know what, I might have to let go of this, or, you know, this needs to be put to the side for us to make sense, or for us to be strong. Like, yes, we're strong as individuals, however we need to be strong as a unit. So what do we have to do to be strong as a unit? That's it goes down to that, and they need to just make it practical and do the things. And
I think as well, it's so much easier said than done, what I'm gonna say, but like, you're giving up physical things, like everything you're giving up is like physical. You know what I mean? Like you're gaining so much more spiritually.
Wow.
And even with this, like, you actually are one with some, like, there's so much damage that you guys can do. You know, there's like, That's what I think. There's so much
damage.
Yeah.
spiritual damage, good
Yeah.
damage
Good,
against the
good.
kingdom of darkness. Let me just
Yeah.
be clear.
No, honestly, it's marriage is crazy.
But there's so much that you get, that you gain from that. So yeah, I think putting in perspective is like, I don't know. I guess my hope is like, it'll be hard, but I will want to. What?
No, we're listening to you.
No, what were you saying? The big word.
the put it in perspective, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah. You said it'll be hard, but you'd want to. I love that. Yeah, and I think you want to because you love the person.
You want to
Yeah.
love the person.
That's so. Love is enough.
Love is enough. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what marriage is? I just think something like I said, it's just mind blowing. Because like for two people to actually want to come together and say, "I choose you, you choose me," it's big, man. It's big.
I choose you.
Like regardless of it all.
Not for marriage though, but I choose
Yeah, that's
you.
okay. Me too. I don't choose you for marriage.
She said, "Me too, I don't choose." Ooh, child.
Do you guys think you're ready for marriage? The silence.
Thank you guys. For
No, answer the question, Toy.
Answer the
This
question.
therapy.
We're being true.
We're being true. We're being honest. We're being
raw.
open, raw.
Could you not tell by my finance answer? I don't
How
know.
about you do you don't mind? You don't
Do I
mind.
think I'm ready for marriage?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
Okay.
Getting ready.
As of 8th
As of 7th of August, 2024.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Getting ready. As of the 7th.
She likes to. She always
What's
likes
the
to change
answer
the
you just
answer. She
gave?
always likes to change the answer.
Getting ready, yeah.
Readier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
But she asked you,
Are you ready? As in, as of today.
Oh no. But why does it have to be so black and white? Why does it have to be so black
It
and
doesn't tell you.
What about you,
Answer
Courtney?
how you want.
Thank you.
She said getting ready,
readier.
Getting ready.
What about you, Courtney?
Yeah, same as Toyin.
Getting
Thank
ready,
you.
yeah. Wow, we're all getting ready.
We're all getting ready. Everyone get ready.
Do you know what? I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm really learning things in life.
Nah, yeah, I think I am. Let me not lie to you.
You're ready? Of course she's ready. Look at us. Oh,
Of
what?
course she is. Of course she is. Are we ever ready?
What was she saying? Oh, I don't. I can't ready. Oh, wife. That's another. Are we ever ready? I don't know if you can like.
I think, yeah.
You think you can?
Yeah.
Wow. Tell me.
And again, it's not about like, I think when people think that, oh, I'm ready, so they think that, okay, I'm perfect enough.
No,
it's
I
not,
don't think
it's
that.
not about
I don't think
that.
that's the case at all. I don't think there's any. They're gonna be.
We're never going to
Yeah.
be perfect. But I think there is a stage and standard you need to be at to tie us. Again, is oneness forever.
Yeah.
There's no
Like,
no days off.
no days off, like mentally, spiritually.
Why
Why are you laughing?
No, the way she. Yeah.
Yeah, no days off.
Yeah, like
You and me
forever
forever, baby.
till death do us part.
Yeah.
More.
Who's going first? You know, like she said. But yeah, there's just I think there's just a standard, like spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally that
Yeah.
you should want to be at
Yeah.
before
Absolutely.
entering someone's
and
life.
And I don't think I'm there, and that's why I said I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
But it's beautiful that you think you are, and I love that. And I can't wait. I can't wait for you to get married. Can't wait.
yeah.
Toya,
Yeah.
come on, add on to it. I know you want to.
No, I can't wait for her as well.
Yeah.
I can't wait for all
I
of
can't wait
us.
for you guys.
I can't wait for all of us. It's gonna be so beautiful.
It's gonna be
It really
big
is.
smiles on my face.
Amen.
Yeah, the biggest and tears. I will cry
You think you'll cry
at all of your weddings.
You cry at your friend's wedding, the one that you're
I had to
bridesmaid?
really suck it up.
Yeah, because girls.
Like as in like you know
makeup.
when you put like your finger and like you catch the tear.
Yeah. To be fair,
had
I
to do
cried at my
that.
cousin's wedding in Nigeria, and like
Aww.
I didn't know I'd be so okay. I didn't like,
yeah.
cry, but like tears, like it was like you said, I had
Yeah.
to because I was like my makeup. But it's like honestly,
I wanted to let them flow.
Yeah,
Love is a beautiful thing.
It's
on
a-
jazzy.
Especially when it's a good or like you know.
Yeah, I think that's
it-
the thing as well.
It's just
Yeah. You know, God is in their midst.
yeah, like that. Oh, just everything is.
But yeah,
Mwah.
Well, yeah, good convo.
that's it from me. What's your advice to my good old mate?
My advice is to
Pray
talk,
fast.
talk
Pray
to your
fast.
pray fast, but talk to your husband as well. I think
Yeah.
I think honestly, communication is something that we shouldn't. Don't let it stop. Don't let it go stale.
Yeah, don't let it just because of this. Don't let it stop. Like I think it has to. This is even when communication is needed.
To be like sharp.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And again, it's a conversation. It's not a
Decision.
Do you get what I mean? Like I think it can seem overwhelming, but it's just bringing up something. The same way you'd bring up an issue to a friend.
Yeah. Because like
bringing up
even when
something.
you were saying that, he might not even know.
Yeah.
He might not know. So like even
just
bringing him.
some people say,
making him
"Oh, we're
aware.
not mind readers." Like they can't read our minds.
It was some people. With us. It's talking about us.
Yeah, everybody.
She said some people say we actually talk about ourselves in third person.
Oh god.
Some people
Third
say
person to the world. And back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
lovely combo.
Lovely convo.
Everybody get ready to get married.
Get ready.
Get ready. Get ready, yeah.
Ready,
As Toyin said.
Get ready to get married.
Okay.
Go into the chapel.
And we're gonna get married.
Repeat.
I think
We
so.
really love
I
to
thought it was
talk,
like
you know.
modulates.
Like we really love it. Like
What do you mean?
This pod has tried to end so many times.
That was episode what?
No, do you know I was about to
80?
say something else, but I said no, let us end and go home. man.
What?
Nah,
No,
sorry, man.
You guys,
Tommy said it's whole time.
it's bedtime.
No, it's a long conversation. So
We can
just
have
go
it. We
home.
can have it later.
Next time.
Yeah.
Write it down when we were
I
looking for.
forget.
No, right.
I said write it down.
Can you not shut up? I'm so
Wait,
fragile.
Thank you guys for listening.
Episode 80.
80
Of just the three of us.
We're gonna be on 90 by the end of the year, guys.
By the grace of God.
Amen.
Everybody heard it from
Courtney.
Wow.
No.
Where's the oneness?
There is oneness.
I have faith as well. Faith as small as a mustard
Mustard seed
seed.
for real. But yeah, thank you guys so
Can
much
it
for
be
listening, and we would actually love to hear your thoughts.
Please.
Yeah, it would be nice to. What would you do in that sitch?
That's it.
What advice would you give?
Yeah, and is there anything that you are reluctant to let go of, in terms of getting married?
Married.
And then let go.
She said and then let go. But yeah, okay, thanks guys.
Bye.
If it wasn't you that's on my side, this life will finish me. Oh.